Now let's talk about invert chord. When we talk about invert, it means that we have to change the original order to the note. For example, it's like to a family, I throw a picture, I put the father at the beginning. Then at the middle, I will put the mom. And at the end, I will put the son. What would it be to invert the picture? The same family, but so now the father won't be at the beginning, the mom will be at the beginning. Then the next will be the son and the father at the end. Do you think that this is a different family? But no, this is not a different family. It's continuing being the same family but with the order invert. But now I can create a new picture starting with the son. If I start with the son, the dad will be at the middle and the mom will be at the end. Is this a different family? No, this is the same family, but I invert the order of the member. This is the same that happened with the chord. The basic chord, they can have 3 notes. A chord we can create in a fundamental mode. Fundamental is when the notes are in the original order. For example, in the chord of C, the note is C, E, and G. So now let's see the same C major in the first inversion. Start with the note at the middle, start with E, then continue with G, and the last note will be C. But although the note of C is at the end, it's continuing being the principal note. For example, like we saw at the picture, that was the principal, but we invert to the end. This is the same with the chord. How would be a chord in a second inversion? Starting with the last note, then continue the note of C, and at the end E. It continues with the same chord, but the principal note is at the middle. So now let's review. When a chord is in a fundamental mode, the principal note is at the beginning. When the chord is at the first inversion, the principal note is at the end. When the chord is at the second inversion, the principal note is at the middle, guys. To you guys that play piano, in these classes, we will only use the second inversion. We will use chord in fundamental mode and in the second inversion.